Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
And then sharing the love, that's just my biggest thing with cooking.
A local high school student wins a cooking competition and a big cash prize for his recipe. Good morning, thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm John Archuleta in for Cynthia Puga. We begin with top stories sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. We're now getting more details into last Friday's officer-involved shooting that involved a woman and a suspicious vehicle. Police say 39-year-old Lindsay Harris was driving a vehicle that had a stolen license plate when they pulled her over at a gas station near West Flamingo and South Fort Apache when she took off running. Police say the officer had been chasing Harris through a residential neighborhood and thought she was aiming a gun at them, but turns out she was only carrying her keys and a cell phone.
The officer involved in this incident is Xavier McNeil. He is 26 years old and has been with the LVMPD since 2020. Officer McNeil was armed with a Glock 17 9mm handgun, equipped with a tactical light. In this investigation, it was revealed he fired 4 rounds.
Harris barricaded herself in a shed for 2 hours before she peacefully surrendered and was taken into custody without any injuries from the gunfire. The incident was the 12th officer-involved shooting this year. A man facing the death penalty in connection with a 2018 double homicide at Circus Circus is on trial this week. 37-year-old Julius Trotter is accused of killing and robbing 2 Vietnamese tour leaders. Trotter is accused of 2 counts of murder with a deadly weapon, burglary with a deadly weapon, and robbery with a deadly weapon. Earlier this week, Trotter took the stand in his own defense. He maintains that he did not kill the 2 tourists and say his friend gave him stolen items that belonged to the victims. The jury is expected to begin deliberations after closing arguments begin on Monday. Business brought to you by G-Bank, your best banking experience ever. Police at UNLV are warning people about a new phone scam going around. Our 7 at 7 anchor Lena Bleets tells us what it is and what you should do.
So scammers are calling people and claiming to be from the University Police Department and could say you or your family member have an outstanding warrant for your arrest. Police say if you receive a call from someone claiming to be law enforcement, saying you owe them money, missed a jury duty court date, hang up and call the UNLV Police Department directly to confirm the phone call. Police gave a few more tips on what to do if you receive a call like this. Don't give into pressure to take immediate action. Don't provide your credit card number or other personal information, and don't send money.
In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Today, expect increasing clouds with a high near 86. There will be a slight wind at 6 miles per hour northwest, and tonight will be mostly cloudy during the early evening with a low around 60. Tomorrow, those clouds clear out and it'll be sunny with a high near 86 as well. The upper 80s continue through the weekend before a cool down, dropping into the 60s starting Tuesday.
Sports sponsored by PT Taverns, your place to watch all the sports action. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. Just over 24 hours before the Rebels take on the Boise State Broncos at Allegiant Stadium, with tickets in high demand, game day is going to feel a bit different.
UNLV opened up around 4,000 additional seats for their exciting game against Boise State on Friday, and the move says a lot about what head coach Barry Odom is trying to build the program to be. Odom knows from experience that every top college football team has a notable fan presence, and new quarterback Hodge Malik Williams wasn't shy to make an appeal, asking fans to come out and be loud, especially on 3rd down. "We need you," he said.
Health brought to you by Centerwell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. Clark County School District students went knife to knife in a cooking competition held at Caesar's Palace earlier this week. The goal was to create a healthy, delicious meal that cost under $2. Prince Villagracia, a student in the culinary program at Rancho High School, took home the $500 prize for his winning recipe of Thai tofu with spicy Mexican carrots.
I came in here, I had just the anticipation to have fun, I had the expectation to have fun, and I did. I had lots of fun. And even if I didn't win today, that would have been just the best part. But winning, of course, it was great.
His high school will also receive $500.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Vikings look to bounce back from their first loss of the season when they visit the Rams on Thursday Night Football. Minnesota is a 3-point favorite at Caesars Sportsbook with Los Angeles plus 130 on the money line. The total is 48. Minnesota is coming off of a 31-29 loss to the Lions after allowing the winning field goal in the final minute. The Rams feasted on 4 turnovers last week to beat the Raiders 20-15 and snap a 2-game losing skid. Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. A former third-round draft pick by the Atlanta Falcons who was later traded to the Arizona Cardinals, then on their practice squad until the Raiders signed him this week. Desmond Ridder came to the team, looking forward to trying to start anew.
I was just cut 3 months ago. That should be enough, opportunity, enough motivation to keep me going anytime. My daughter's like, "Daddy, where are you going?" I'm like, "I gotta go to Vegas." But I know I do everything for them. I do everything for my family. So this is just another opportunity to go out and prove to them, prove to myself, prove to everyone that I can be out here and go do this.
In your lifestyle news, brought to you by LV Craft Shows, has been bringing you the finest craft and gift shows since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for more upcoming events. A New York Times best-selling author and most banned author in the country visited 2 Las Vegas high schools on Monday. Ellen Hopkins writes books on dealing with abuse, sexual assault, and drug addiction. She spoke to high school students about book banning and read from her new book called Sink. CCSD has strong laws protecting its books, but that hasn't stopped groups from advocating for bans. Many students thanked Hopkins afterwards. Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. Rapper Drake turns 38 today, and in honor of that, he's giving away some free food. Drake is an investor in Dave's Hot Chicken and is gifting everyone free Dave's Hot Chicken sliders today from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at all Vegas locations. LVRJ food columnist Jonathan Wright explains how you can score one.
Anyone who stops in on the 24th, downloads the app and scans the reward, gets the free slider. And it's actually a full chicken. They call it a slider, but it's a full chicken sandwich. It's the size of a chicken sandwich. It's not like a typical small slider.
Thanks for watching 7 at 7. You can watch us Monday through Friday on streaming platforms like Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and YouTube. We'll see you again tonight at 7 p.m.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.